Okay, Amy. So first of all, this is a bit too short. I need another 400 or 500 words. I haven't got the beginning of the clip. I would say the film is based on the novel by Alice Sebold. When you do the title of a film, it should be in italics, not in speech marks. Is she from Between Heaven and Earth? Isn't she? She's who is in limbo between heaven and earth. I think that's. I wouldn't say ever changing here, witnessing the lives of the people around her. This series of events. Instead of saying Harvey, I would say the murderer's house. Right, you don't say where they are at this point. This is a very good point about the power dynamic. The door of the house. Mise en scène is not mise en scène. You need an S there. Mise en scène here emphasizes Lindsay's isolation and shows the audience that there will be no passers-by. That's good. This Jackson here begins to create anxiety for the audience. He is shown in a high angle shot rather than it's pointing down on him. You need to say that this is in the book. You haven't said that she's looking at the book here, so you need to set the scene for the moderator or whoever's looking at this. As the audience anticipate the two pieces of action coming together. Mise again. So you could say this is in strong contrast to the events that have happened within and to the. Is it the basement or to where the mise en scène of the place where she's been kept or murdered or whatever it is? Don't know. I haven't seen the film. Close up needs a hyphen in it. Is this establishing her? I don't think so. Is it the first time we've seen her? I'm not sure. It would only be establishing if it was. Yeah, here I'll put something in about the scene of empathy. You could put a bit of theory in here about Carl Plantinga. I'll put a link onto the into your email. I think that's good. Yeah, to focus the audience on the amplified diegetic sound, because that's really brought up into the sound design, isn't it? Cut to a medium shot of Harvey. What's he doing? He's looking around, isn't he? And then abruptly cuts back to Lindsay. To emphasize for the audience rather than shows. So you need to say, as Lindsay turns the final page, is that what it is? And you might say the meaning of this shot, the idea of the actual physical presence of some of her hair in the house is a very powerful idea. The connotation is very strong here that he has something to do with her death. And that might be the scene of empathy that we're talking about. Again, the zoom pulls the audience in and forces them to consider the details and the implications of what they are seeing. Jackson then cuts to a worm's eye view of Harvey. Yeah, good. I think that's a mirror, isn't it? Establishing that he now knows that someone is in the house or has been in the house. Now you need to say she's putting down the floorboard, which is one word, where the book was hidden, something like that. There's more. It would be low angle shots of Harvey listening and looking upstairs, and high angle shots, because it's not just two shots, is it? Jackson uses an extreme close-up, has a hyphen in it. Fingernails, I would say, or is that the one at the very end? Something like it returns to the close-up of Harvey's face. I think you could talk about lot of the intensity of the scene is to do with sound. Here, let's just remind myself. I'm going to run out of time, but hang on, that's the wrong bit.
The Guardian treasures.
Oh, hang on, I'll come back to it when that advert has played. Yeah, okay, I'm going to pause you because I need to look at this bit again to remind myself. Okay, so there's no non-diegetic sound here, and the silence is very important for making the to increase the tension for the audience. There's no space for the audience to break the silence. They're not encouraged to make any noise at all, and this makes them empathize very strongly with the character on the screen. Creates a very strong emotional reaction there. And I'd say it's a whip tilt. Okay, so whip tilt up. I wouldn't talk about the bottom here. I would whip tilt up Lindsay's body, ending with a shot of her petrified face. This emphasizes the speed she needs to escape. Okay, now this is fine, but this is where you need to do some more. Okay, I would finish off with some more analysis of this. I can't really give it a grade because there's not enough here for me to finish marking it. But what I've seen is promising. Okay, have a go at the changes that I've made, I've suggested, and give me the rest of it until she runs away, kind of holding the book in her hand. And I would talk about that as kind of symbolic of what he's done. Okay, all right, well done. Look forward to the redraft.